Every hospital saves lives. But this one sells them. Nurse Christabel knows that escaping the hospital without anyone noticing would be difficult. The security was tight, the staff were loyal, and she was always watched. But then, a new idea came to her. What if I gain Dr. Anslem's trust first? She thought. If he trusts me enough, I can get more freedom, even get information that will help me expose him. It was dangerous, though, but she was ready. She stood up, looked at herself in the mirror, and whispered, "From today, I must act like his favorite nurse." She began to act differently. Whenever she was around Dr. Anslem, she smiled more, talked less, and never questioned anything he said. She stopped looking angry and confused. Instead, she acted like she had finally accepted the job. She became active, always showing up early, completing her tasks, and managing the maternity section with full attention. She even praised the hospital system in front of
alongside
him.
The hospital management,
it was hard for her,
great job.
But she kept reminding herself that it was part of the plan. Deep inside, she was still disgusted by the baby selling business, but she had to act. After some days, Dr. Anslem began to notice the change in her. One afternoon, he called her into his office. "Nurse Christabel, you've really improved. I must say, I'm impressed," he said with a smile. She lowered her eyes and said, "Thank you, sir. I've come to understand how things work here." He nodded proudly. "Good. That's what I like to hear." He brought out an envelope and handed it to her. "Open it." She opened the envelope and gasped. "Sir, this is a salary increase," she asked. "Yes," he replied. "From now, you will be earning 1.7 million naira monthly." She smiled and thanked him, but deep down, her heart was troubled. The money was huge. Her mates outside were struggling with jobs that paid peanuts. Yet, here she was, receiving millions. But what was the cost? Her conscience kept asking her the same question. "You're still part of a criminal business," it whispered. She tried to silence the voice, at least for now. The mission was still on. She would use every opportunity to get close to Dr. Anslem, earn his trust, and one day bring down the evil he built. She was playing a dangerous game, but she was ready. As days passed, Dr. Anslem began to talk to her more often. He asked about her background, her family, and even joked with her sometimes. Christabel played along, laughing at his jokes, giving short answers, and pretending to be comfortable. But she never gave away too much. She knew that opening up too much could be risky. One evening, while she was supervising the feeding of the pregnant women, one of the junior nurses ran up to her. "Dr. Anslem wants to see you," the girl said. Christabel adjusted her uniform and walked to his office, wondering what it was about. To her surprise, Dr. Anslem was standing outside his office, leaning against a black Lexus SUV. "Nurse Christabel," he called with a smile. Come, let's take a drive. She blinked. Sir. He laughed softly. Don't worry, I just want to take you out. You've been working so hard. You deserve a break. It was the first time she would be leaving the hospital premises since she got the job. All right, sir, she said quietly and entered the car. Her heart was beating fast. Was this part of his trust building? Or did he have something else in his mind? She stayed calm. They drove through the city quietly. Christabel looked out of the window, taking in the sights. It felt strange seeing people walking freely, laughing, and living normal lives. She had almost forgotten what life outside looked like. After about 30 minutes, they arrived at a classy restaurant in town. The place was quiet and well decorated. Come, Dr. Anslem said, opening the door for her. They entered and sat at a table near the window. A waiter brought the menu and took their orders. I hope you like grilled fish, he said. Yes, sir, I do, she replied politely. When the food came, they ate quietly for a few minutes before Dr. Anslem cleared his throat. Christabel, I've been watching you, he said. You're not like the others. You're smart, beautiful, and loyal. I admire that. She didn't say anything. He continued, I want to tell you something, but I need you to be honest with me. She looked at him carefully. Okay, sir, she replied. He smiled. I don't want us to just be a boss and staff. I want us to be more than that. Christabel held her fork still. She already knew where this was going. Dr. Anslem leaned forward slightly and looked into her eyes. I want to be your boyfriend, he said clearly. You're not just a nurse to me anymore. I like you. I trust you. And I believe we can build something strong together. Christabel kept her face straight, though inside she felt sick. This was exactly what she needed for her plan, but the idea of pretending to love the man behind the evil made her stomach turn. She forced herself to smile and said nothing for a moment. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the season 3 of this interesting story, The New Nurse. Watch out for season 4. Bye for now.